Hello and welcome to the Tennessee Innkeeper YouTube channel. My name is Trey. Gonna go ahead and say like usual, sorry if you hear the 3D printer in the background. I like to film videos whenever I'm printing stuff, so if you hear that and it's obnoxious, I am so sorry. Anyways, we are here to look at the extra large labyrinth. This thing is massive, that is why it is called the extra large. Let me grab my regular size labyrinth and I can show you guys the size difference. Check it out. Let's see. Maybe I should put it over here. So this thing is like too big almost to fit in shot. So I'm trying my best with what I got. Tripod, everything's getting stuck to the magnets. The magnets! So yeah. The extra large labyrinth comes in at 8 inches by 10 inches. It is almost 2.5 times as large as the basic Labyrinth Formicarium. I'm reading it on Google and I read Formicarium first before Labyrinth. It helps to have a good education whenever you get out of school so you know to read words that are in front of other words. Anywho, that's not why we're here. We're here to look at this beautiful nest. Yes, this is almost 2.5 times larger than the base Labyrinth. RIP to the Formica that are still in there. The chamber size is medium. Like the other Labyrinth nests, you can get this in tiny, small, medium, and large size species chambers. For Formica, I believe that medium was the perfect size. You could even go up to large and try that if you have a colony of Formica like I did, or even carpenter ants. Any Campanata species would probably do good in a medium or large species style. It's going to cater to your ant species specifically. Don't take my word 100%. Make sure you do your research. Anyways, like the other Labyrinth, this one has the little petri dishes in there with a little mesh that is for hydrating the nest or to help keep it humid. There's a place to refill right there. Over here. And on this side, I believe I only got 3. Yes, I only got 3. I believe you can have 4 in this one. I'm not 100% sure. The color that I chose was aqua blue. It is a much nicer blue than the light blue, I believe. The things that I got differently on this nest where I did get the museum glass, so there is less of a glare. You can still see it, but it is less of a glare than the than the other glass, which would just be acrylic glass, I believe. So check it out. See, glare is not as noticeable. Let me go wide. It's not as noticeable, but it's still there. Again, I would take this any day over the standard glass. As the ants are, moving around, getting it all dirty like you see down here and up here, the glass doesn't, build up gunk as easy, and you can still see inside the nest. You can get a dark plate for this, which would just be like a red screen that goes over top of the nest. I did not, like my other Labyrinth, I just put a wash rag over top of it, a cloth, whatever you got. You can even use a pillowcase, just anything, just to keep the nest covered. My Formica got to where they weren't really bothered by the light, just because I had their nest open so much filming. So you could probably get away with not even, doing anything on top after so long. Again, cater to your nets, cater to your ants in their nest specifically. Golly, man, I should really write a script. Let's break out the Outworld now. The Outworld is huge compared to the other one. This is 8 by 4 by 4. This is bigger than the other one. I don't have the other one beside me. Let me see if I can grab it here. Anyways, that is 8 by 4 by 4. You can get it, I believe, in a museum quality or standard box. Correct me if I'm wrong. Lord, I need a disc that is just massive. I'm gonna put the nest over here so we can get boom and boom. As you can see, substantially larger. Like the Labyrinth, this foraging area does come with magnets on the back, right there. So you can connect the nest directly to the Outworld. I did not do that. You can go back and watch my previous videos on my Formica Palidae fulva. You will see how I had this nest set up. I do not like that. That just looks so tacky to me. You can get 2 Outworlds with this. You can have the option to have 1 Outworld like I did, or 2, and I believe that it would just have 2 holes going to each Outworld. That, or you would connect them through that. You can get the size, oh gosh, you can get the size like the Labyrinth. The holes be different, I do believe. I believe it's the same. You can get like 1/2 inch, 3/8, or 1/4. So you have a lot of options here. The Outworld design, by the way, I did not say, but it is also just the forest underbrush. I just kept it simple. I like it, and it was really cool watching the ants when they would be out here. They would climb on the sticks and stuff. It was just really neat to watch. I really miss this colony. I'm going to try to catch them another Formica queen this year. Fingers crossed. I recommend this nest to anybody that has large colonies and they want to put them in something that is easy to display. I believe this nest was one of like the easiest to just set on a desk. You could go look from the front. I bet you could honestly get away with angling this nest like how I'm holding it, like almost at a 45, and it would be just fine. The ants would do great in it. As far as I'm aware, I only have, there's 2 connectors. Sorry, so I have 2 connectors. So there's one right here, and then one in the front there, like where you saw where I attached the Outworld. Endless amounts of customization with this. Like I said, in my other videos, you could see how I had the nest going to the Outworld. I like the long track of tubing in between. It made the ants, more mobile, so you could actually enjoy watching them. They weren't just, standing inside the nest working. You could see them doing their own thing everywhere, and it was just great. Things that I do wish that I did different with mine, though, was like I wish that I figured out a way to have the Outworld on top of the nest, so that way it would make feeding a lot easier. Like, this would be just so much more convenient as opposed to just being off to the side. But I didn't. This nest is massive. It is heavy. So be mindful of that whenever you order this. This nest starts out at $235.99. You're paying a pretty penny for this nest, but I promise you it's worth every bit of it. Like my Formica, I really don't know what happened to them, but they were thriving in this nest up until they just inevitably died. They just got to where they weren't eating and stuff. I don't know if it was something I did, there were mites in there or what. Again, this is a video talking about the nest, so we won't worry about that right now. There are a lot of color options. There's a lot of things you could do with the Outworld. It's just, you can even message Tarheel ants. I believe they're willing to work with you on some level of customization as well. So keep that in mind. There are accessories you can buy, so like feeder forceps, you can get flu on, you can order, certain food as well. So you can get a lot with this nest whenever you order it online. Do bear in mind this will take 1 to 2 months to make and to ship, depending on when you order it in the season. I believe mine only took 4 to 5 weeks. I think it was about 5 weeks whenever I ordered it. So keep that in mind. I've ordered mini hearts and it has taken the exact same amount of time. It's really going to depend on how busy they are. Overall, I do recommend this nest. It's so easy filling up the water dishes. Down here, as you can see, is like all the other ant nests that they have. You just use a syringe, fill it up, and it's good to go. I would sometimes overfill this nest with water. The ants did not like that. It's going to be based off your species and, I guess just the specific colony, because I imagine there's probably some colonies of Formica pallidiflora that do like to be overwatered, and there's some that don't. Dude, I went through this with an airbrush and everything, and there's so many dead bodies. Anyways, that's going to do it for this video, guys. These magnets right here, by the way, are very strong on all of their nests. So keep that in mind if you accidentally get your finger between this and the Outworld. If you choose to go that route, it will pinch you. It will not feel good. There's people out there that would be like, how do you pinch your finger? In something like this, trust me, you can. I did it whenever I opened it for the first time. By the way, I didn't mention this in the Labyrinth video, but these come incredibly well whenever they ship. They are packaged so well. There's so many layers of plastic wrapped around the nest to keep it safe, and there's so much of the popcorn foam inside of the box. So they take really good care of the products that they ship. All in all, I recommend this nest. Make sure your colony is ready for a large nest. This is a big investment if we're looking at it from our standpoint, and it's something that your colony needs to 100% be ready to jump into. Whenever I moved my Formica into this, I believe they were in the Tarheel ants casita nest. I say that wrong every time. Someone's going to correct me on how to say it. I'm redneck, guys. I can't help it. I'm trying my best here, okay? The casita, and when they were ready to move into here, they took up almost like 80% of the nest right away. It was incredible. So make sure your ants are ready. There's other options for the meantime if you're not ready to go with something this big. But, you know, just do your research, know what you're looking for. You can almost compare this in a way to the size of like an Ants Canada hybrid nest. Theirs is a plastic nest. I would recommend this any day over the hybrid nests. I've tried them. My ants, they don't do well in them. I don't know. I really don't know why. They don't like them. They never move into them, but they'll move into these in a heartbeat. I'm not sponsored. This is all my opinions on this nest. But do go for it. Do it. Don't think about it anymore. Go on their website. Buy it. You won't regret it. Again, the sucky thing is just waiting forever for it to get there. It'll feel like they have just abandoned you after you ordered it. I promise you they haven't. They're just making it. I think I've got everything covered. Museum glass, you got the colors, like there's a lot. Like I'm gonna just, let me click on it. Look, you got bone, black, brown, beige, gray, light blue, dark blue, purple, aqua blue, aqua green, lime green, dark green, terracotta. I love the terracotta color, by the way. If I didn't go with a lot of blue nests, terracotta all the way. You can do yellow, silver, gold, red, and pink. There's a lot of options. You can do the nest mates, which are like these little tubes that have the water and a little plug on the top, and it allows your ants to drink directly from their nest as opposed to having like a liquid feeder in their outworld. I prefer the liquid feeders. To me, it's just a lot easier, and you're not disturbing the nest directly whenever you're, going to change their water and stuff. I hope that, this video helps you guys in your decision making, and it wasn't just like I wasted, 13 minutes of my life listening to a dude yap and yap. I promise you guys, like, you will not regret a nest like this. It's well worth it. Just trust me. Trust me. Sometimes Mac will have the ant nest ready to go on their website. They have a ready to ship page, and you can buy the nest as is, no questions asked. You just buy it and then it ships. That will take a little less time than having to get it custom made. So if you're in the market to just get it as quick as possible, that would be the way to do it. Would be to go to the ready to ship product page and keep an eye on it, because sometimes they'll be sold out, but a few hours later or even the next day, they'll have them ready to go. That's with any of their nests, any of their products. So keep that in mind. But that's going to do it for this video, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Check it. Like, see, wouldn't that be so cool if the nest was just underneath it? I mean, I think it would. We'll see you guys in the next video. I could keep yapping about how cool this looks, but seriously, take your time whenever you're getting your nest. Think about it. Is this the better option, or do you want something else? I think that the Labyrinth, actually the XL Labyrinth, the XL Labyrinth is the way to go if you're ready for a large upgrade and you're ready to make that jump. We'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.